Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to 3 Hammers. It's Thursday. Been a quiet week, obviously international break and all that. You know, there's not much news out there. So you know, I don't do a video just for the sake of doing a video. You know, I like to, you know, there to be real, you know, some solid news or some good rumours to talk about and give my opinion on. Some little bit of smidgen of news that's worth talking about, I think, is Mikel Antonio. Obviously, he's pulled out because of logistical and travel reasons, as the official wording. Good news for West Ham, I have to say. You know, maybe, you know, he's thought to himself a little bit, you know, actually, you know, as much as it's good to go and play international football and probably lovely to be in Jamaica, you know, how beautiful. But, you know, actually West Ham are doing well, you know, and he knows he is the main man. He is, you know, you know, you got Declan Rice and people like that are crucial to the team. But you know, everything, you know, if Antonio plays well, West Ham play well. So it's actually a great thing now that he's going to get a good 2-week rest. You know, obviously there'll be training and stuff like that, but it's just that rest. Players like him, you know, where them hamstrings are so dodgy, you know, we've got to wrap him up, keep him warm, you know, and just, you know, if he can get through to Christmas without an injury, incredible, you know, like we wouldn't have imagined that. So, you know, if we can lessen his game time as much as we can, you know, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing. There are a few little rumours out there in terms of, you know, early transfer news. Obviously, we're only in October, we've still got a few months to go. But this guy called McKennie, or is it McKenzie from Juventus? Really good player, American guy, midfielder. Apparently we're heavily linked with him, you know, and we've been given sort of, you know, they said a free ride on him. You know, apparently we are, you know, the only ones in there at the minute. Really good player though, good midfielder, technically very good. I'll be all over it. I think, you know, again, it's one of those things, if we're in the latter stages of the Europa League, you know, we become attractive to these players. So yeah, I hope, you know, something comes of that. Because yeah, top player. There was some more Lingard stuff posted by Man United, sort of Man United's version of ex-West Ham employee, saying that, you know, that Ollie's prepared to let him go for around 10 million in January, which is fantastic. Listen, I know people keep saying, "Oh, get over Lingard." We see his quality against us the other day, and I know people, you know, people keep saying about, oh, you know, they forget that Lingard obviously went quiet for 10 games. Yeah, he did towards the end, but that no one can deny, you know, if we brought him in and we're in the latter stages of the Europa League and, you know, going well in the league, I need to stop saying, you know, he would add massively to us. It's just that speed, that turn, the agility, the shooting accuracy is something, sometimes you lack it, you know, when your plan's not working, he's capable of creating that little bit of magic. I think anyone who say they wouldn't want Lingard back is, you know, is forgetting what he needs. And this is not a reactionary thing. Like I did want him back in the summer, and then I got over it, you know, when it didn't happen in the end. It was like, oh, okay, right, we get on, we move on, and maybe explore that again in January. But yeah, it's a player we definitely could do with, you know. Again, it's back to that thing of looking at Saturday, him not bringing any players on. If Lingard starts that game, one of Benrahma, Bowen or Fornals on the bench, you know, and one of them's coming on. Not that I want any of them to be dropped, but in terms of options and attacking options, you've got more exciting players, Vlasic, Lingard. I'll be all over it. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'll tell you what I did think during the international break, guys, and for those of you who've been on the channel for a couple of years, I thought during the international break what we could do, if you do want some content, is we'll bring the Ask Luke series back. So that gives you a video just during the international break, you know, and the Ask Luke series basically revolves around me answering your questions or doing a video on topics that you have suggested. For example, you might say, oh, like, Luke, what's your favourite West Ham kit, or what's your favourite West Ham memory, or whatever. And then I'll give you a video, or you might ask me a question of, oh, do you think Rice and Soucek situation is causing an issue at West Ham? You know, and I'll sit there and ask my opinion on it, and then usually loads of questions come off the back of those, which makes more videos. So yeah, if you do have any questions for the Ask Luke series, yeah, chuck them in the comments. It's always great to get your ideas and, you know, make videos on what you want to see. In terms of random football news, guys, there is a little bit. Obviously, there's a bit about Newcastle, the takeover. It looks like that, you know, their takeover is going to happen, and I know my pal Sam will be absolutely buzzing about that. Sorry guys, I got a bit lost there. Yeah, I know my pal Sam, that's been on the channel a few times, will be absolutely buzzing. It looks like that's going to go through, and I'll tell you what, they could be a real force in a couple of years. You know, they're supposed to be super rich, you know, absolutely like dwarf even people like the Man City guys, and that's why the Premier League was so against it. Well, not so much the Premier League, but the, you know, the top six, you know, they didn't want it to go through, and obviously there was all the human rights stuff, and which is bad, you know. Listen, I'm terrible human rights and stuff in their country, but we're talking about football club and stuff like that. And obviously they've sorted out their piracy thing now, and it looks like that deal's going to go through. And I'll tell you what, that January for them could be really interesting. I know usually big signings don't usually happen in January, but these, you know, these new owners will want to make a statement. It wouldn't surprise me, you know, if someone like Conte or someone like that comes in at Newcastle. I don't expect Bruce to keep his job much longer. You know, now these new guys come in, they'll want their own man. They've probably already identified their own manager. Yeah, and their first signing is going to be a big statement, you know. Whether it'll be on the levels of Robinho when he arrived at Man City all those years ago, it remains to be seen. But I've got to say, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm happy for the Newcastle fans. You know, they're very similar to us in terms of, you know, terrible owner for a long time. You know, and just been so close to takeovers and it not happening, a lack of investment, and just seeing their club decimated. You know, and they've reached higher heights than us. You know, they were Champions League, you know, many years ago. You know, competing for the leagues under Kevin Keegan, and that team, you know, since sort of Shearer went, has just sort of dwindled down. So hopefully, yeah, the good times can come back for them, and hopefully someone comes in for us. You know, hopefully there's another rich oil baron out there for West Ham, you know, to come and take us over. The problem with London is London's such a competitive and expensive area, and that's why sometimes these owners stay away from us. You know, sometimes our location, as much as it's got its glamour and got its luxury of being London, it means it's more expensive. Where, no disrespect to like a Newcastle, etc., it's not as expensive as a London. So, and they've really obviously got Middlesbrough and Sunderland up there, but they're the main club in Newcastle. You know, there's not that competition of an Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, so they're a lot more attractive asset. So in terms of how they can bring a fan base together, galvanise it, like Leicester, and you can see, like, you know, with Manchester and Manchester City, two main clubs. Man City come in, the owners done wonders with them, transform their team, really about the fans. Yeah, so I expect that sort of thing with Newcastle as well. I think they're going to be a real force in a couple of years. And yeah, good luck to them. Good luck to them. Let me know what you guys think on that takeover. Be interesting to hear your thoughts. Yeah, until next time, guys. Thank you so much for being patient. Obviously, like I say, there's no point making a video when there's no news. You know, I can give an opinion on stuff, but there's no real solid news when the international breaks are. That's why I hate them. You know, I like making content, and the channel's doing so well at the moment. You know, we're so close to 3,600, which, you know, that race to 4K is so close now. We will hit it very soon. Thank you for all that have commented, all that have liked, all that watched the watch along. If you haven't watched the watch along, I've put the timestamps in the comments so you can see my reaction to when Bowen scored and when, obviously, the last minute winner for Brentford winning, which was unfortunate. But yeah, please check it out, guys. Get us out there. Comment, like, subscribe. Until next time, keep believing. Come on, you wines. Let's go.